I'm just say your first name. Elina is an AI era growth strategist and inner economy coach helping intuitive people thrive with clarity and ease. She is the founder of Enepe. How do you say it?
NLPs.
NLP. Okay, perfect. Look it up. Well, I'll send it to you if you like it. School of Self-Awareness and author of Self-Made Lucky. With over 7,000 downloads, she blends inner alignment with goal setting and conscious success. Amazing. I like it.
I know.
She coaches intuitive people to prosperity without burnout. Aligned, abundant, and awake. Let's hear it for Elina. Hold on. No. Let's hear it for Elina. There we go.
Okay. Now, after the sugar rush that you had, let's do some acupuncture points before we start so that whatever you hear today, you absorb easier. Okay, so do this. Okay, do this. Stand up. Stand up. Especially you eating the salad. Stand up. Okay, do that. And let's clap. Clap faster because this is an acupuncture. Excellent. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. Be ready. I want you full here. Enough. Thank you very much. You can sit. Look at them. They are clapping for me even before I start. So, my name is Elina Giachali. And that's going to go slow. So I'm going to talk to you about money mind secrets about digital nomads. And this is me actually in somewhere in Switzerland, in Bordeaux, not in Bordeaux, somewhere in Switzerland, okay? Stage fright, fine. So let's assume that everybody's goal today is to belong to the 5% of the world population that is living the money freedom, which is actually meaning that you live when your passive income, this is money freedom, guys, okay? 100% money freedom is when your passive income is fully covering your running costs. It is not when you have 100,000 or 1 million or 500 million. If your running costs are more than what you make, you're not financially free. Okay, so keep this definition. And my graphic designer really got nuts with this presentation. So let's define even more what digital nomad financial freedom is. And of course, you know that you can work from whenever you want. So have freedom of time from wherever you want. So you have freedom of location, doing whatever inspires you. So you have the freedom of purpose with the people that you really fancy and vibe with. So you have, you feel inspired by. So you have a freedom of choices. And of course, you have an abundant way of living, which is a freedom of money. It's going to be a lot of moving. Now, before we go to how I get to do this, let me tell you who I am. Okay, apart from a personal growth school owner, I have a personal growth school, which is named NLPs, and I am doing this work since 2010, and this is not 5 years ago. Okay, it's not. So I'm also a digital nomad. Yes, I know. And I have been a digital nomad. This is me doing hard work in Zen Beach in Cavouri, hard work again in one airline. This is in Villa Pamphili in Rome with my students. This happens to be in Athens, running a money mindset workshop. This is in Tuscany, in Forte dei Marmi. You should really go there. This is Sunio, me working. And this is my favorite spot, and I would like to set up a digital nomad community in the Dolomiti in Italy. Okay, So, and this is a recent one in Lake Vouliagmeni. So, I decide where to work with the criteria of how beautiful the place is. Okay. Before I do that, however, this is in Elina, and this is again in Merano, in Dolomiti. There's more coming, and this is Rome. Now you all know that I have traveled. I'm very important. Now, so I am here today to tell you that I have personally experienced the whole path of digital nomad. And sometimes, I consider myself very lucky in living that type of life, but it can also be very challenging. It can also be very tiring, and it can also be very lonely. Because every day you have to choose how you will work, with whom you will work, okay? Sometimes a routine is also helpful. So I have arranged my money mindset presentation today in order to help you organize your life and your profits, actually. I have segmented the types of advice in 3 different categories. The first one is that for people that earn about 10K per month, okay? For people that earn from 3,000 to 10K, okay? And this is for people that earn less than 3,000. So here we have the lowest income range. So for people that belong to the income level of lower than a steady monthly cash flow of 3,000 per month. Any hands? Who belongs here? And by steady, I mean 12 months, not 4 months, okay? Then we go to people that are between 3,000 and 10,000 per month. Who belongs in this range? Let me see hands, okay? And then we have the category of people that earn steadily more than 10K per month. Who belongs there? Okay, and who doesn't belong in any category? I didn't see a lot of hands. But I know that inside you, you picked your position. So I don't want you to share. So let's see what Hormozy would say if we asked him to answer that question. Who saw Hormozy, guys, on the 15th, το 15 Αύγουστο ανήμερα? Who saw Hormozy? Για να δω. Για να δω ποιος δεν πήγε στην Παναγιά. Okay. Hey, Hormozy, what is the cheat sheet to money mindset freedom, to money freedom? What would he say? He would give us 2 words, value chain. And I saw all the wonderful speakers earlier today speaking about one or the other levels of the value chain. Which of you have heard before the term value chain? Which have you heard? Okay. Which of you is the first time that you hear this phrase? Raise your hands. So I know how to go slow, fast. Now, what is this, Baba Strumpf? Okay. A value chain of a business is composed by the following categories. When Hormozy is actually taking a business, he is building in a state-of-the-art the whole stages of a value chain, and then they prepare it to sell it and make it a profit. Let's say that it is the different parts of a business. Okay. The first part is research and development. Practically, we are here today because we are doing research. Okay. Then the second part is when you develop after this research your product or your service. Then, after you have done the research, you have done the product and service, you have to set up the operational system so as to actually be able to market it, to make a profit out of it. Because a lot of people have got wonderful products, but they don't reach the audience, they don't convert. After the operational systems, you have to fix a killer offer. You have to set up your whole sales and marketing funnel. And then you have to be very good at delivering again and again and again the product. I will leave it here, okay? But I will explain deeper later. So you may think that you are too small for a value chain. Elina, I am not yet in 3,000 steady monthly income, a lot of people say. Or I have some months of 3,000, I have some months of 5,000, I have some months of 12,000, but it is not steady. So in that case, I would consider you to be in the first level, okay? And nobody wants chains, and this is why we are digital nomads, okay? But actually, apart from the tree, we also need to be in nice places, in nice locations, and we also need to fly a lot. So apart from the freedom, we also need to have money in order to do what we want to do. You know that? It is going without saying. So we have to understand the characteristics of each value chain and what they should do at each case. Okay. Let's say, at first, I know as a money mindset coach, I have done research to more than 5,000 Greeks. Okay. And people do not count their income in terms of 12 months. I ask them, how much do you get? And they say about 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. What about August? August. What about September, where everybody is not buying anything yet because they are separate? No, I mean, not that. We take out August and we take out. What about Christmas? Well, not Christmas. And what about Easter? So please make sure that when you calculate or when you have in your opinion how much money you make, that you add all the money you made and divide it by 12 to make sure that you know what is your monthly income. And I want to tell you that most of the entrepreneurs and most of the freelancers do not have this number written down specifically, which is the first thing, okay? So, in category A, you make less than 3,000 standard monthly income every month of the year. In that part, the research and development section is a huge part. You need to spend a lot of your time, energy, and funds to make research and development. And again, you are working in order to optimize the product or the service that you are providing. Practically, most of the times, you are the product, okay? In that level of income, usually you don't have operational systems. You are the system. When you work, things work. When you don't work, nothing works. Who is familiar with that? Who has experienced that and is anxious that today I have to work, otherwise everything will stop? Okay. Oh, excellent. Look around you, you know. You are a lot. I used to be there, of course. This is why I studied this stuff. I didn't want to. I had to. Now, offer. Most of the people don't know what is an offer at this stage. I mean, they have a product. They price it in order not to be very expensive. And that's it. This is a criterion, whether it's a high price or a low price. And then sales and marketing. Again, you are the sales and the marketing department. You are the research department, the development department, the productivity department, and the delivery department. Okay, so you stop, money stops. Delivery and service, sometimes good, sometimes average, sometimes low, sometimes none, because you burn out. Everything is on you. The mindset. The biggest weakness is that you don't know what you don't know. And you repeat the money mistakes and money history of your parents. You believe at this point that you have a problem with money, whereas you actually have a problem with mindset. You believe that if you work more and if you become better, you will gain more money. I will repeat. You believe that if you work more and if you become better, and I will add, and if you become viral, you will get more money. No, it is not like that. It is not like that. If it was like that, then everybody who is working a lot and is very good at their work and they are viral, they would be fully living on their passive income. Is it like that? It is not. Let's move on to the category B. So you make from 3,000 to 10,000 standard monthly income. In that case, again, you are done a bit. You are in a very good process with your research and development. Your product and service takes, again, a very big part. The operational systems at this point are not enough because usually at this point you are good and demand is higher than what you can supply. Who has experienced that? That they are so good, but the demand was more than they could serve. So things started becoming weird. The offer. There is somehow a good offer. Some people buy you and love your product, and most do not even know you yet. Okay? Sales and marketing. There's nothing evergreen, nothing self-sustainable. Again, at this category, you stop, money stops. Delivery and service. Sometimes good, sometimes average, sometimes low. When you collapse, nothing happens. Who knows somebody who had a recent breakdown, who had a burnout in 2025? I want to see hands. Who knows somebody who had a burnout in 2025? Okay, good. We are on the same page. And category C, you make more than 10K per month, but still have a long way to go for the money freedom. I wouldn't say in the million, okay? I would say money freedom. Here, the research and development are good. You found the product and market fit. She will be doing this for 5 minutes. So this is a very key point. You found a good product that the market really needed, okay? If the product and service is good, the offer is kind of good, you make money, and people like you even after they have bought from you. Sales and marketing, it is good. You know a few dependable ways of how to bring cash in the company. Expenses are paid fairly easily, in a broader sense of word. Delivery and service is kind of good, but depends on the mood of the personnel. When they are okay, things are okay. The rest of the days, you hope your clients will understand why the PA hasn't replied for the past 3 days. Who had a problem? No. Who has felt here that the people they were working with were not fully dependable? Let me see hands. You were hoping that they would see the email. You were hoping that they would be at work. Who knows somebody who had a problem with the personnel or with the people they were working? Let me see hands. Come on. Digital nomads, come on. Operational systems, they are not enough. You stop, money stops, workflow stops, processes stop. Remedy. To build the value chain according to each stage properly. Enemies, and now we will see the enemies and the threats for each stage. Stage 1, when you are not yet in a 3K standard monthly income 12 months per year. Okay. The problem here is that you want too much too soon. You want to build a passive income or become money-free when you still haven't found a sustainable way to have a steady monthly income that gives you a dependable surplus per month, so at least to make your first money blanket. Result: inconsistent quality kills your brand name and your clients' profits and nerves. The burnout spoils your health and your adrenals. Their stomach problems, adrenal fatigue, jet lag burns your savings. Stress, waking up too early, falling asleep too late are a sign that your nervous system is not appreciating your work mode. In a while, people's subconscious mind registers you as a good kid, but not to be trusted. In this stage, more is the enemy. Less is the key. Postpone gratification. And I have a mentor that told me that usually location freedom comes after money freedom. Words that will take you to the next level: consistency, realism, and long-shot goals. Focus on fewer projects and give your best to them. Find two clients that are really worth it and see them as partners. Multiply their value and then ask for a fair compensation. People are willing to pay those that really help them. Core mindset change. Stop repeating the money behavior of your parents. Get rid of the inheritance of money mindset, toxic belief of the family. I have to prove this is the problem here. I have to prove that I can make it to myself or to my late father or to my classmates. Here, you produce from ego. You produce because you want to prove that you work hard, even to yourself, even to your kids. You want to prove. You don't want to serve. You don't serve a purpose. You are led and controlled by insecurity. Did I make sense? If I go too fast. Stage 2. You're fragile, but you're too busy working to see it. Result: everything is done by you. Inconsistent finances, big successful launch, and then broken nerves, traumatized work relationships, no mood to go back to work. You leave a lot of money on the table at this point. You are on a constant sales mode when you can, when you're not burned out. You're not moody, you're worn out. What will take you to the next level? Stop doing everything on your own. Build a good team. Stop relying on real-time sales. Build evergreen funnels, repeatable offers, automations. Stop selling like a beginner. Develop a strategy with those AI tools that we learned today. Okay, these are easier now than ever. Build content, lead magnets, email lists, and most of all, build your brand. And stop seeing you as a freelancer. Start seeing yourself as a business without this. This was added by my graphic designer. He said, I added this because you had forgotten it. I didn't. The next level will come from the business model, not from you being paid for the sales calls you make yourself. Okay. Core money mindsets change. Stop seeing yourself as a freelancer. Start seeing yourself as a business. This is something that you want to remember. Make it a wallpaper. Stage 3. You're close. You're close, but not there yet. What will take you to the next level? Stop learning for a while. Personally, I don't know why this came now. You're successful but not a millionaire, okay? So, stop learning for a while and stop selling for a while. I have 60 seconds to make you richer. Prioritizing systems that work, whether you went to work today or not. Build systems that will make you stop being a bottleneck. That means processes, dashboards, KPIs. You know you are a brave boy and a girl when you hire and delegate. You get at 100K by doing sales in person. You get at $1 million by building partnerships, evergreen offers, ads, and funnels. Core money mindset change, move from I want to build a nice product to I want to build a great company. If I had to narrow it down to 3 tips to keep, first, see what is the stage you belong, 1, 2, or 3. Be consistent. Say no to many projects and heck yeah to the 1 or 2 that really count. Go all in. If you're everybody's, you are nobody's. It's like in dating, okay? Pick your projects and clients wisely. Embrace the hard truth. Location freedom will come after money freedom. Sorry. Otherwise, jet lag will burn out your brand reputation, your bank account, your client relations, and financial peace. I am a digital nomad, and I organize my traveling very carefully for that. Stay nomad, stay gorgeous. Thank you.
Yeah.
I made it, eh?
All right. We do not have time for questions, so...
Not at all?
No, we
questions
don't.
at all?
No, we don't.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys.
We love you, though.